The Musks. When $300 billion splits your family. What happens when your last name is worth more than entire countries? Well, you might say it would be a prestigious family, which holds deep values. But the reality is that it still can't sit at the same table without tension. Its patriarch, the father, even got his stepdaughter pregnant. This isn't fiction. This is the Musk family. But what more remains hidden about the Musk family? In this video, let's find out. When you hear the name Musk, one face probably flashes into your mind. Elon, the rocket guy, the Twitter chaos king, the Tesla tycoon, the man who wants to retire on Mars like it's a beachfront villa in Malibu. But behind all the headlines and memes is something far more complex. A family worth over $300 billion, and yet torn apart by power, legacy, and personal demons. You see, Elon isn't just a lone genius with a god complex. He is part of a full-blown dynasty. Every sibling is a multimillionaire. His mom is a global supermodel. His dad is, well, we will get to that nightmare. The Musk empire is glitzy on the outside, but on the inside, it's an emotional minefield fueled by ambition, resentment, and tabloid-worthy chaos. Let's start at the top. Elon Musk, currently worth around $298 billion, with a peak at $359 billion, owns everything from SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink to X, formerly known as Twitter. He doesn't just fly in private jets, he collects them. Think Gulfstreams worth $66 million a pop. He doesn't just live in mansions, he dropped $17 million on spaceship-shaped homes and once launched his own Tesla Roadster into space. Who does that? And his taste. Python skin Air Jordan Teslas. Watches worth hundreds of thousands. Diamond-studded Tesla rings. Elon doesn't buy things. He flexes on the laws of gravity and reason. But money can't fix what's broken in the Musk family, especially the deep fractures between Elon and his father, Errol Musk, a man Elon has publicly called a terrible human being. Errol, an engineer with a taste for luxury cars and women decades younger than him, famously fathered 2 children with his own stepdaughter. Yes, you heard that right, his stepdaughter, whom he raised since childhood. That alone would destroy most families. But for the Musks, it's just one plot twist that makes succession look like Sesame Street. Then there's May Musk, Elon's mother, supermodel, nutritionist, net worth $45 million. She has walked runways in her 70s, rocked the Met Gala, and yet sometimes sleeps in Elon's garage. That's either down to earth or the weirdest PR strategy ever. But Elon is not an only child. His brother Kimball Musk is worth $700 million. He wears cowboy hats, runs farm-to-table restaurants, and builds sustainable gardens in schools. He is the soft-spoken, good Musk, but don't be fooled. He still sits on Tesla's board and cruises around in luxury like the rest of them. Then there is Tosca Musk, the lesser-known sister, who has quietly built a media empire with Passion Flicks, a romance film streaming platform. She is worth $170 million, hangs out with Hollywood royalty, and lives a life of velvet gowns, art, and high-end everything. It sounds like a well-oiled empire until you look at Elon's kids, all 12 of them, and one of them wants nothing to do with him. Vivian Jenna Wilson, formerly Xavier Musk, publicly changed her name, disowned Elon, and made it crystal clear, I no longer wish to be related to my biological father in any way, shape, or form. Why? Elon's views on trans identity, his constant trolling of woke culture, and what Vivian calls a lifetime of absence. In her words, Elon was never there when it mattered. And when he was there, he didn't understand her, didn't accept her, and only made things worse. It all exploded when Elon misgendered her in a live stream with Jordan Peterson, blamed her transition on the woke mind virus, and suggested he had been tricked into signing medical documents. Vivian clapped back hard, publicly, and accused him of spinning lies for sympathy and control. Her mother, Justine Musk, has been her rock. She supported Vivian through her transition. And even as Elon's fame grew, Justine stayed grounded, raising 5 of their children largely out of the spotlight. Elon's other kids, including triplets and more recently, a pair of twins he fathered with a Neuralink executive, are mostly quiet. But let's be honest, being a child of the world's richest man is anything but quiet. And then there's the wild chapter with Grimes, the avant-garde musician who co-parents 3 children with Elon. The names of these 3 children sound like Marvel villains, and maybe that's the point. Their relationship has been fluid. Breakups, reconciliations, lawsuits, and separate homes. It's less of a love story and more of a Black Mirror episode. And let's not forget Elon's brief but chaotic romance with Amber Heard, a relationship that overlapped with her divorce from Johnny Depp and culminated in a fiery public breakup witnessed by his own brother. Elon later called it brutal, and it only added more fuel to the already raging Musk tabloid bonfire. Here's a quick question. Isn't it true that big wealthy families always have some disturbing and dark secrets no one knows about?